Average human being spends more than 30% of the time daydreaming, unless they are reading, listening, or watching a story.
Stories are the way we make sense of our lives.
I love creating stories, I love telling stories, and I love helping people be better storytellers.
When we engage in a story, the story does the daydreaming for us. We as humans have evolved only through stories, be it learning a language or learning the culture passed on to us by our ancestors. Human evolution started with visual and oral storytelling, where primitive people used to carve out paintings on the walls. These were the times when languages were created, and the person with superior storytelling ability used to influence the entire clan. Isn't it still the same?
There is not a liberal America and a conservative America. There is the United States of America.
After visual and oral storytelling came the phase of written storytelling, using which the sacred books like Bhagavad Gita, Bible, Quran, and many more were passed down from older generation to new generation. Now is the era of digital storytelling, where cinema houses and movie industry use this art to enable us live countless people's life, from a billionaire to a gangster. In this video, we will break down how a movie uses the art of storytelling to help us daydream better, to an extent that we even start to relate ourselves with the main character of the movie. There are 6 basic plot points that you see or hear nearly in every story. Using these plot points, storyteller creates an infinite variety of narrative expressions. Well, it all starts with the character, a hero with ambition. The story doesn't pick up until the audience realizes that the hero is obsessively after his desires. It could be winning someone's heart, defeating a villain, or fighting for their emotional or physical survival. Let's take an example of a movie, John Wick. In this thriller action movie, the hero is John. He is living a normal life but was a serial killer in his previous profession. His wife died of illness but left a dog behind for him. The dog is shown as a companion who tries to fill the space left by his wife in his life. But in some turn of unfortunate events, a gangster kills his dog, steals his car, and severely beats him up. His desire to take revenge and kill the gangster drives the entire story. Second plot point is the problem or the series of problems that hero faces during the pursuit of his desire. Every story needs a villain. The more evil and stronger the villain, the more sympathy people will have for the hero. This also translates into audience engagement. Just imagine, how sympathetic would Batman be without Joker, or Superman without Kryptonite? In John Wick, the villain is Yusuf, the son of a powerful Russian gangster, Vigo. On one hand, the villain has all the resources and a literal army in his possession, while on the other, John is alone. The problem or obstacle John needs to face is to kill the entire Vigo's army before killing Yusuf. The third plot point comes when the hero meets the guide. Without a guide, hero cannot achieve his goal. In Hobbit, Frodo was guided by Gandalf, while Hamlet was guided by his father's ghost. John Wick has multiple guides such as Aurelio, Marcus, Vincent that help him to kill Yusuf. A guide must possess 2 characteristics: empathy for the hero and authority to make an impact. These 2 characteristics are important for a guide to move the hero and story along. The fourth plot point comes when the guide gives the hero a plan or helps him execute a plan. The plan is the bridge the hero must cross in order to arrive at a climactic scene. Rocky has to train using non-traditional methods in order to compete with Apollo Creed. In John Wick, Aurelius and Vincent provide John the information about Yusuf and his location, while Marcus helps him protect from Vigo. Hence, a guide either creates a plan for the hero or helps him execute it. The fifth plot is the climactic scene. In a good story, the hero resolution must be clearly defined so the audience know exactly what to hope for. Nobody get excited about the foggy vision. Stories aren't vague, they are defined, their objective is clear. JF Kennedy has to successfully define his goal in order to move the entire nation. Nike promises to bring inspiration and aspiration to every athlete. This is where the story loop closes. This is where the desire of hero is fulfilled, be it external, internal, or philosophical. And hero is never the same again. During the course of the story, hero transformation happens at different points, and through this transformation, he is able to achieve his outcome. John Wick is finally able to kill Yosef with his skill set and all the help he received on his way. But this is not where the story plot ends. The sixth and the last plot point. Story writers have to clearly define what's at risk. What will happen if hero is unable to achieve his outcome? If John is unable to achieve his outcome, he will either be killed or will live a life full of regrets. If Batman is unable to defeat Joker, then Gotham will be destroyed. If Avengers are unable to kill Thanos, then half the universe will vanish. The movies might skip one or two plot points, but most of the movies are created by permutation and combination of these 6 plot points. You can use these plot points as a fundamental structure going forward to create your own story out of scratch. Who knows what you might end up with.